Hello everybody, hope you're having an awesome day. Jean back with more Mars news and anomalies. Part 1, blocks, knobs and geometric patterns east of Zea Dorsa on Mars, as well as a quick InSight lander update. Published yesterday, 19 December 2018. NASA's InSight places first instrument on Mars. There we can see the seismometer. And to quote the article, NASA's InSight lander has deployed its first instrument onto the surface of Mars, completing a major mission milestone. New images from the lander show the seismometer on the ground, its copper-colored covering faintly illuminated in the Martian dusk. It all looks as if all is calm and all is bright for InSight heading into the end of the year. InSight's timetable of activities on Mars has gone better than we hoped, said InSight project manager Tom Hoffman, who is based at NASA's JPL in Pasadena, California. Getting the seismometer safely on the ground is an awesome Christmas present, he said. Congrats to everyone involved with the mission so far. We look forward to getting some data soon. Back to the topic at hand, we're looking at this high-rise photograph called Rocky Outcrop southeast of Hellas Planitia, and I'll include the link below. HiRise acquired this photograph on the 2nd of June 2013 at a resolution of 25 centimeters per pixel. And as usual, I'm showing you images cropped from the JP2 black and white map projected file. Here's a look at the low-res JPEG, and we're looking at the anomalies in this dark patch on the Martian surface. Located 51.82 degrees south, 96.76 degrees east. And it's in this what looks like a little valley, relatively smooth flat terrain. You can see the dark patch running through there, and I speculate there may have been some liquid water at one stage, and the anomalies were moved around like so much other devastation on the planet. So the first anomaly we're looking at is right there. It's about 10 meters long and about 5 meters wide, and it looks almost like a capsized boat. Check at that shape. We've got a perfect geometrical, symmetrical object over there. Could that be an overturned boat, or maybe another one of these megalithic type blocks or structures with some features in the center right there? And over here we've got a little V either cut into the one side or a little V part on the top. We're looking at these anomalies over here. So the first one right there is about 10 meters in diameter, and it looks like another one of these partially hexagonal shaped objects. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sides there, and then a straight line running through the one side, and then another sort of rectangular smaller object in the center with the corner cut at an angle. It looks like about 33 degrees. Looking at this object, another sort of hexagonal shaped object about 10 meters across. You can see 1, 2, 3 of the sides. The rest of it is buried in sand and dust. And to the one side we've got 2 almost equally sized and shaped knobs or features, and we've got a little ridge line or groove running through the center to what looks like a circular hole right there. Also, this object over here looks rather strange. It's like a little winglet again. Could it be part of this larger structure? Check at the sort of metallic plate there, and then is this curved up out of this larger object? Here we're looking at some rather strange anomalies again, and this feature in the center of the screen, about 15 or 16 meters long, and on top we've got these smaller features or knobs or little symbols. Who knows what these could be, but they're sort of equally shaped and sized, placed in 2 rows. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. So is this some type of astronomical significance? And there we've got what looks like another one of these circular holes. Looking at this rectangular object, which measures about 10 by 10 meters, right through the center we've got 3 dark spots, almost the same size and equidistant from each other, and then some other irregular features here. A little pyramid or V-shaped object over there. Also this side seems to be carved out slightly as well. Could these be 3 holes perhaps? And we're looking at another object. Let's just find it quickly. Looks almost like some type of wreckage. It's right here. To the right, about 12 meters long and about 6 meters wide, and in a straight line running across here with 3 dark spots again, sort of equal size and equidistant, and then 2 dark spots near this side. Yeah, check at the geometric angle over here with straight edges. Okay, here we're looking at this object, about 6 by 6 meters, and looks slightly convex in structure, and on top a sort of I don't know what to call this. It's also got some geometry and symmetry to it. Look at that shape there. It continues over here. Rather strange. Over here, check at this. This is highly irregular as well. That block or slab is about 10 by 10 meters. With straight edges, right angle there, and nice arc on this one side. Yeah, and then we've got some objects again in a row, sort of a V over here. It's parallel to this side, but 3 sort of equally spaced knobs or features there, and then 2 running off in this direction, this V shape. Maybe that there is another circular hole covered in sand and dust. It also looks as if there's a 90-degree angle over here. Checking out this hexagonal shape or polygon shaped object, which is about 10 by 10 meters. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, and 3 dark spots arranged in a triangular pattern, and they sort of equally spaced and sized as well. And could this be a piece of it going down here, piece of metal plate that's bent down, just speculating of course. And then we're looking at another object located somewhere over here. So many. It's down here to the bottom left. It's about 12 by 8 meters. Right through the center there we've got 3 objects in a row, sort of equally spaced and sized, and then 2 more over there on that side. Got straight edges over here. It seems to be lying on top of this bright block. Another one of these circular structures. This one's about 16 meters in diameter, and we've got 2 rather odd features on the top with the same size and geometry, and then 3 dark spots, 3 objects sort of arranged in a triangular pattern that are equally sized and spaced. Now we're looking at another sort of triangular object, measures about 6 by 6 meters, and we've got 2 straight edges, almost 90-degree angle there, and then 3 dark spots in a circular pattern, sort of equally spaced and sized, and a little V shape or pyramid shape there. Could even be a little triangular part or knob. We're looking at, let's just find it, over there. We're looking at this anomaly over there, which is also about 6 by 6 meters. Got straight edges, 90-degree angle there at that rounded corner, and another straight side, yeah. Then we've got this side, yeah, that's been cut into these 2 arc-like shapes. Yeah, we've got what looks like another circular hole, and some more odds and ends on top of the center, and it looks like this is like a metal plate on the one side, and another triangular anomaly to the right, another smaller bright triangle on the top. Yeah, we're looking at this object, which is about 8 by 8 meters. Looks like a square slab or block, and on top we've got another one of these triangular knobs or features. Yeah, we're looking at this anomaly to the right, which is about 14 meters long by about 8 meters wide, and through the center we've got some dark spots as well in a row. That's rather strange as well. Yeah, we're looking at a block over here, about 8 by 8 meters. Got 2 dark spots in parallel with that one side, and through the center line 3 more knobs or features next to one another, sort of equally spaced as well. Yeah, we're looking at this bright object, which is about 8 by 10 meters, nice smooth surface, and another smaller object to the left, line going through here, and then a small square cut into the one side, and on top of the larger object we've got two similar looking parts or knobs next to one another. This one over here looks very similar to this one on the left. So this one's just a little larger. Could these be vents? Could this be some type of structure perhaps? Like an underground entranceway or base. Some ventilation on top. Okay, here we're looking at these three anomalies. This one's got a round dome or sphere in the center, which measures about 1.5 meters to 2 meters in diameter, and on either side, equally spaced and sized, we've got these three dark spots. Seems to be a little ball or sphere inside this one, and then on this object over here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 that we can see objects in a row running through there, and then 3 more on this side, and on this object we've got 4 running next to one another in that row, also equally spaced. Looking at these slabs, this one over here in the middle measures about 14 meters by 10 meters, 14 by 10, looks like a square slab or plate. There's strange part sticking out there, and it looks almost as if it's connected to this larger piece. Down at the bottom, some layering going on here. Maybe this is one object where this lower part is carved in, raises up to this platform over here. Check at the straight edges and right angle in this piece. Here we're looking at this object, which is about 10 meters across, and again on the top in the center we've got this little diamond shaped knob symbol or part. Looking at this object, which is about 8 meters across, also looks like a polygon or hexagon shaped object. You can see 1, 2, 3 sides here. In the center, sort of triangular raised part, what looks like a little circular hole drilled into the side there. Now we're looking at these huge objects. This one's about 14 meters across, and parallel to this one side we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dark spots in a row of same size, almost equally spaced. This slab or block over here, which is about 15 to 16 meters long, another V shape on the top, consisting of smaller parts or knobs. Also almost equally spaced as well. Check at the strange design in this piece. This rounded part on one side, a V shape over here, rounded and then straight there again. And it also looks as if there's a 90-degree angle here. This be a little entranceway perhaps. It's definitely raised off the surface somewhat. Then we're looking at this object bottom right, which is about 12 meters across and about 15 to 16 meters tall. Another triangular feature or part on top, which measures about 6 by 4 meters, and then another sort of rectangular piece over there measuring about 8 meters across by about 4 meters that way. So check that out. We've got a straight edge running through here and another one there with this triangular part, and then goes underneath this rectangular piece over here. Some layering as well in this, sort of a stepped anomaly. Okay, now we're looking at this part, the top. It's about 18 by 10 or 12 meters and arranged in a circular pattern around another feature in the center. We've got these dark spots. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 around the central knob or feature there, and then off to the one side another dark spot, and they're all about the same size, almost equal distance between them. So some significance in astrology perhaps. Okay, here we're looking at this feature. It's about 10 meters across, and another little pyramidal feature in the center, and then these anomalies over here, about 6 meters across. Smooth surfaces, well-defined edges, almost the same size and geometry. On this one we've got a long narrow object in the center line, and then 2 dark spots running through that one side there. Check out this. This is also mind-bending. This anomaly is about 6 meters wide, about 10 meters tall. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 features or knobs on this one, arranged in a circular pattern as well. Very geometrical and symmetrical. So let's check this out on Mars. So let's go down to the southern hemisphere again. And this is the high-rise photograph we analyzed. Rocky outcrop southeast of Hellas Planitia. And to the west we've got Zea Dorsa. Let's have a look at some of the other anomalies I've found in this area. Got these 2 chevron-shaped objects, very similar in geometry and size. All Martian artwork. Check out the beautiful shapes. Megalithic blocks with holes in them. Check that out, circular holes and knobs on those. You can see how they fit together. more megalithic ruins. So these are just some of the anomalies I feature in these previews. Many of these discovered already as well. That diamond-shaped surface feature with a small knob right there in the center. See if this has been carved out or mined. This pyramid's about, if I can remember correctly, 180 meters long, and it's also very symmetrical. Top of a mining machine or craft. More metallic debris perhaps. Got partially buried, pushed up the sand on this one side. So this area of Mars is fascinating. More of these, check that out. I've covered so many of those in videos already. These blocks and artwork, that's all I can call it. Check at this, looks like a top of a hanger perhaps, with straight edges and right angles there. This metallic looking debris, another block with a hole. Look at that object, a little cone in the center. Okay, I think if I show you any more, we're not going to finish this video. So let's get a topographical view of that area. Switch on the CTX. Go for a little bit of an elevation. Christophervich, that's another one I'm going to be looking at. So it's between these mountains, if we could call them that, this dark spot which looks as if that could have been some water that dammed up over here way back in the past. Very smooth flat terrain as well. So with that said, thanks again for watching. I hope you found it informative and interesting, and I'll be back with part 2 soon. Bye bye for now.